Here's how we add paddles to our Pong game. So, first thing I need to do is add a paddle. So again, we need to create a new sprite. So I go over here to the sprites, choose a sprite search, and luckily for us, there's a sprite called paddle. So I go down, I type in paddle in the search, and then I click on paddle, and there we go. I got a paddle. And I put the paddle down at the bottom for now. And as you can see, the paddle does absolutely nothing because we need to give it a set of instructions. So what I do is, again, we need to set the event. We need to have the trigger. So when flag is clicked, then we need our loop again, forever loop. Once we have when flag is clicked in our forever loop, now we need to set it, do our if statements. Because what I want to happen is if the right button is pressed, I want it to go to the right. So if, boom. So in the control, we have the if statement. Then we go to sensing, and we can go down till we go to, sensing, if key, rising key in the keyboard. In this case, it says space. We don't want space. We want right arrow is pressed, then. Now this is where it gets a little tricky. In class, I can show you how to do this, but outside of class, I'm just going to tell you, we want to move X. We don't want to try and use the movement. We can do turns and movements left and right, but for future reference, for a thing we're going to do in the future, I'm going to have change X by 10, which moves this paddle along the X axis. So now when I hit play and I move it to the right, it changes X by 10. But if I want to move to the left, one of the easiest ways to recreate this for left is just to right click on it, hit duplicate, and then I can duplicate it, and then I can just change it to left arrow. Now, the left arrow won't work because right now the left and the right arrow are both doing the same thing. If adding 10 to X makes it to move to the right, what should I do to X to make it move to the left? In this case, we're going to subtract by 10. Now when I hit the flag again, I can move my paddle back and forth.